We're back at the restoration shop again. Check this out. We're gonna take a look at the Tucker today. I hope you guys enjoy this build. It should be pretty cool, a little different, a little unique. So we're gonna jump right into it here. I'm not sure if it runs. It looks like it is complete. I'd like to check the oil in it and maybe try and start it. If it runs, we'll throw it on the dyno real quick and see what kind of power it puts down. It ain't got no oil in it, so let's drop a little drop of oil in it and see if we can't get it to fire up. Where is the oil cap at? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Is that it? There it is. Haha. Let's fill her up a little bit. We don't need to fill it up all the way. We just make sure it has some oil in it. And then we'll see if it fires up. Let's crank it up real quick. Hopefully it runs. It does run, what do you know? Sounds pretty good. So we'll move it over to the dyno here and see what it puts down in the condition that it's in. Why not? Alright, there she is on the dyno. So let's spin her up, man, and see what she makes. Forget the factory power on this engine. Factory engine power is 538. I'm guessing like 3 something, maybe. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not a complete turd. Out of 538. Jeez. So she definitely needs some help. But we're going to do a full resto on this bad boy and see what we can get out of it. Let's take a quick look at the status of it. In the condition that it's in, it's worth 42 grand. So remember that. We'll see what we can do. The interior is 100%. No way. Holy crap. That's surprising. Alright, let's move it over to the thing again. We'll just start tearing it down over here. But yeah, it's pretty much a turd. Let's start tearing it down. Why not? I'm curious to see what this thing looks like. It's gonna look pretty cool. You can't take the little center headlight out, it looks like, but that's alright. Let's take the glass out. I noticed I've been painting the cars with the glass in it. I should leave the glass out and the interior out. Spray it and then put all that stuff in there. I mean, that'd be a little more realistic if you want to look at it that way, but get that atrocious rear bumper off of there, my lord. Alright, let's get the back glass out of there. I like the tinted windows, it's pretty cool. It's different. Let's get the doors off of here. And then we'll get the other doors off, because I don't think I took these off. Nope, I should have. Oh, whoops. There we go. I think that's pretty much it for the doors and stuff. Let's take the seats out and the steering wheel out. Probably put a different steering wheel in it. That steering wheel is freaking ugly. And then that's gonna be it for that. Now we should be able to do something pretty cool if I'm not mistaken. Bam! There's the interior. Check that out, guys. Isn't that something? Oh, I forgot that. this car is pretty sick. So the interior's gone now. It's down to the frame there. I think now we take the whole body off. Yes, look at this, guys. Down to the frame. This is the first time I've seen this in Car Mechanic Simulator. Oh, there's a floating mirror there. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this in a mod or anything in Car Mechanic Simulator, so I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to share that with you, and that's why I was kind of building up the suspense on this Tucker build, guys. So there it is, down to the frame. Pretty unique. There's some small clipping issues with the mod. You know, the cradle's just kind of sitting in there, but it's definitely different and unique. So now we can just scoot it to the rack. Hopefully it'll let us move it to the rack. We'll work in B over here. So there it is. So as long as it has the wheels on it, you can move it around. So I think we can raise it up now and we'll try it. There we go. Oh, that's so cool, man. Oh, it glitched out a little bit. The rack's floating, but that's alright. Let's get the wheels off of here. We'll kind of start tearing it down a little bit. We'll get the engine out. That should be interesting, pulling that out of there. Get the battery out. Ah, I can't do the radiator. Dang it. We'll have to drain the oil because I just put oil in it. Let's get rid of this exhaust section here. Let's get rid of that. So we need to drain the oil in it. Pull this wheel off here. There isn't too much to this. It's basically just the suspension and the axle because it's just the way it's built. There's not much to it. So I think I'll pull the starter off now before I forget. Bam! Let's go ahead and rip the brakes down back here in the back. Why not? Let's just keep it rolling here. Let me get this hub bearing out of there. Not a problem. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this car for a minute, man. It's been a while. It's been sitting here, and it's been sitting here, and I've just been looking at it. And it's worth it though. This is definitely cool, being able to tear it all the way down. I wish there were more cars like this in the game that you could do like this. That's pretty unique. So maybe I'll try and look around for some other ones. I don't know what's available. I just have to look through the mods and see what's there. But a lot of the times there isn't like a description like that in there. Oh, you can tear this car down to the frame, you know, or blah blah blah. None of that stuff's really in there ever. So this was just, I just happened to figure it out one time because I was walking through the junkyard. I'll spoil it. I saw it in the junkyard like half torn apart, and I was like, what is this? And I finally figured it out, and it was this car. Just mine's all put together, you know. So I was like, I was tripping out. It was different. So but I don't really know how we go about welding it all up like that, or we just repair it on the workbench. I'm kind of confused because it looks like it's in my inventory, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% positive, but I'll find out when I go to repair all the parts here in a minute. But this episode, we'll just get everything torn down. I don't even think we're going to tear the engine down in this episode because that is... we might. I don't know. That's quite a bit of work, though. It's a big motor. There's a lot of parts to it. So that will probably be time-lapsed anyways for you guys. But I've got a million things going on right now, but I had to take a look at this car, so I had to find some time to take a look at this. It's going pretty smooth so far. We've already got all this torn down. We'll get these bushings out of here. Bam. Oh, I gotta take the bolt out. Duh. She's a little crusty though, man. I mean, it needs some work. It's nowhere near perfect, but it will be. Oh, it will be. Let's get this tire off of here. We might as well continue moving all this off of here. The other side is done. Went pretty quick. But everything's like 48-ish, 50-ish%. I mean, it's like half life. The motor didn't make no power though. I can't believe it. It only made 290 something. God, what a turd. So that's pretty sad. I'm not sure if I want to do like hop-up engine parts on this build or not yet. I'm not 100% sure because the 49 Merc over there, we pretty much just did a stock rebuild, no performance parts on the engine. I think all it has on it is an air filter. So I got to make that decision on this car. I have a feeling this car might be worth quite a bit of money at the end of this. I don't know for sure. So I don't know yet. But that's it for that. So we can take the engine out now. I think we'll pull the radiator out and like the brake booster up there and some of that stuff. Oh man, I didn't drain the oil. We gotta drain the oil too, guys. Don't let me forget to drain the oil. That should only take a second though. Let's get all this crap out the way. Let's get the ABS module and pump off of there. Okay, that's everything out the way. I think these can stay on here while we pull it out. I'm pretty sure. I do want to drain the oil in it though, so let's raise it back up really quick. Go grab this thing. And then we'll move it to car lift B. And we'll drain the oil out of the floating engine in there. It's just like sitting there. It's freaking hilarious. Alright, let's get that out of the way. And now we can pull this baby out. Hopefully it pulls it out okay. No glitching. Don't want to have any issues. Let's move this to car rack B. It's up there in the front, of course, which is silly. And let's, not install. Pull it out. We can move this now. Why not? So there it is. No engine. We'll slap the engine over here just to get it out of my inventory really quick. Add engine to crate. There it is, the V10. Bam. She's crusty, man. She's crusty. Whoa, I'm walking inside of it. Yeah, she's crusty, but it's there. I'm assuming this is the frame condition. If we look at this, yeah, 40% on the frame. So if we get the welder over here, that should fix that. We'll do that real quick. Car lift B, and it said the interior was 100%, I believe, right? Right now it's not. But, $1,000 on the 48. Bam. Let's get that back. There you go. It's all fixed up. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this part 1 episode of this. I don't want to do the engine right now. That's a whole handful of work. I'll probably do a time lapse of that and get it out of the way for us. And then we'll rebuild it and take a closer look at it during the assembly. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of the Tucker being torn down to the frame, guys. I want to hear some feedback on that. Very cool for me. I definitely enjoyed doing this. I'd like to do it again in the future as well. But hit that subscribe button, guys. You know what to do. Turn the notifications on so you get notified when my videos go up. I try to do it daily. Sometimes that won't always happen. But until the next episode of the 48 Tucker, guys, peace out.